1-0 your final here in Dundas. Hamilton Bulldogs over the Utica Comets. I'm here with Derek Wills. Your thoughts on that game for the final preseason? It's always nice to get a win.
Well, considering how many Hamilton Bulldogs regulars were not on the ice tonight, I thought it was a great win for the guys as they finished the preseason 1-2, and they hung around in those two games against the Toronto Marlies. A couple of one-goal losses, but they got a one-goal win tonight, led by the goaltenders. Dustin Tokarski bounced back beautifully after a rough performance on Saturday night in that loss to the Toronto Marlies. He was perfect, and he followed up after Robert Meyer was perfect. So a shared shutout for Meyer and Tokarski tonight. And a timely goal by Stephan Lebeau, the rookie who has so much promise, set up by another Montreal Canadiens prospect, Nathan Beaulieu. So I thought that it was a good effort, start to finish by the Hamilton Bulldogs, and a nice, strong finish to the preseason.
Let's talk a little bit more about Lebeau. Of course, a new face to this team.
I think he's definitely a guy who's going to produce as a rookie in the American Hockey League, and I really don't know a lot about him yet. We're getting to know Stephan Lebeau, but you can see he's got a lot of skill. He can skate, and he can pass the puck, and he can shoot the puck, and he can do all of those things that you want an offensive player like him to do. And Stephan Lebeau really was raving about him at Montreal Canadiens development camp during the summer, said he was definitely one of the most talented players on the ice. And when Sly says something like that, you certainly take notice, and he's been hard not to notice during practices and scrimmages and intra-squad games and preseason games. So I think this kid's going to continue to get better as the season goes on, and is definitely one to watch.
What kinds of things did you like from this team, and what do they need to work on to be ready for this season?
Well, it really is tough to tell what they need to work on because we haven't seen the team as a whole. As mentioned, there were a number of regulars not in the lineup tonight. As a matter of fact, 7 guys who will play for this team, 2 other guys who will probably play for this team, and all 9 of those guys could end up being prominent players for the Hamilton Bulldogs this season. So we're not going to get a real sense of what this team is missing until we start to see everybody together. I think the fact that they've got a week to work out the kinks now, they're going to cut down the roster now and probably cut a half dozen or so players after this game tonight to get ready for a week of practice leading up to that regular season opener. And I think that is something that will allow the Hamilton Bulldogs to work on their system, get everybody on the same page, make sure everybody's pulling in the same direction. And practice time is sometimes a rare commodity at the American Hockey League level with all of the traveling and the call-ups and the send-downs. It's sometimes tough to get practices in with your whole team. So it's a great opportunity for the Hamilton Bulldogs to get to know each other on the ice next week, and to do it with the group of players they're going to head into come the regular season next Friday.
All right, thank you very much for your thoughts, Derek. We'll be seeing you at home opener next Friday.
Sounds good. Thanks, Laura.
Let's see what our coaches had to say about this one.
Yes, we're happy with the win, obviously, but tonight it was a tough first period for us. The ice surface was very small, so it took a little bit of time to adjust for a few players. But I thought the game went on. We played better. We were able to put more pressure on their defensemen, bring more offense into our game. Despite we scored only 1 goal, I thought that we created some good scoring chances.
It's good for the team's confidence to have a win the last game before the series start, and we're gonna keep working hard during the week here before the series starts. So huge win for the team, and a good win for me too.
At the beginning, it seems like we were playing a little bit complicated hockey. When it's a small rink, you have to keep things simple. So bring the puck deep, put pressure on their defensemen, manage the puck, and then bring it back perhaps at the blue line, bring the shots to the nets, and obviously bring traffics. So again, we scored only 1 goal, but I thought that when we did that, we were an effective hockey team. I don't think we played our best hockey game yet. I think we are capable of doing much more better, especially tonight a little bit on the power play. I thought that we took some wrong decision at times, but yes, it's pretty encouraging. So we're looking forward to prepare for the opening night on October 11th. We need to focus on different aspects of our games. System-wise, I think special units is going to be a big part of the next few days. We want to be really good at it. Obviously, conditioning, it's also going to be a key issue. We have lots of double-header or even 3 games in 3 nights. So physically, our players going to be willing to or ready to have that kind of energy to perform on a daily basis. So lots of work, but it's a fun group. I think the season is looking positive up to now, and we're going to make sure that we have a good start.